We're gonna need the water for this one. Welcome back to another YouTube video. This is gonna be the third one. This is another VTuber tier list, and you know, I decided I dress up a little bit. You know, make myself more, you know, presentable. Today we're actually going to be talking about 49 VTubers. Now that is kind of fucking crazy. It's when I look at these VTubers' feats and I use that to base their power level. So I normally go over like what are they called? MCMs? The groups. I normally go over groups. So today we're actually going to be doing Mythic. So all the Mythic VTuber creators, although some of them were labeled as VTuber, I had to look through each one, you know, obviously for research and stuff like that. So there's a couple that are under the VTuber tag that I did not include. Like I think Anime Uproar is considered one of them, but yeah. But anyway, we got a whole bunch of things to look at, so we're actually just going to jump right into it right now. And here we go. Again, we got 49 VTubers to power scale today. So it's gonna be quite the fun thing real quick. First up is 5up. Okay, so now 5up is a VTuber who's kind of like has avatar powers. He has control over 4 elements, you know, water, air, earth, and fire. Yeah. He hangs out with these radish guys. He knows martial arts, actually. When I was trying to look up which one it was, like, it was under karate, but he's not the one who said that he knew karate. So I don't think it's karate, but he knows he's a brown belt in some martial art, whichever one it is. And he is also a pacifist by nature. Now, having magical powers is, you know, pretty good. I don't think he's destroying like cities and stuff like that. I mean, maybe, but all we really see is him like cooking food with this power. So we're actually gonna have to put him pretty low, as he's a magical being that you know. Also, I created I created an extra tier because there's just so many VTubers to go over today that they might not fit in the same place. But yeah, he's gonna have to go in D, just cause the pacifist by nature. And we're not exactly sure what he can do in terms of, like, you know, raw power in an actual fight. So next we got Erigo Moo. Now Erigo Moo is a cow alien. She produces milk, and as I'm recording this video, actually she has a debut going on. I wonder if let's actually see like if she's doing anything with that. So it's actually not happening until later on today. I'm recording earlier on because, you know, I'm low-key home alone. But all we know is that she's a cow alien and she has milk. That we're gonna have to put you like right here, sadly, until, you know, I'll check in later, and then in editing I'll see where she would go. Next we got Annie TF. Now, NETF is a fox girl. She lost her memories and she's stuck in the 2D realm. Now, consider that she's stuck in 2D. She can't affect real world stuff. I'm just gonna put her in F. You know, you don't have power over reality or in reality, I guess I should say. And you're a fox girl. You know, there's actually a bajillion fox girls, and it seems like you're probably the weakest. So sadly, yeah. Next up we have Camilla. So Camilla is an imp who became a clown. She was born in the succubus realm, but she escaped because she's actually just an imp. She touched a cat and it turned into a demon thing. I remember looking at that, and I guess they were saying that she resurrected the cat, and I mean that means that she has the power of necromancy, or at least she could resurrect animals. And they create these little like cat things because of that. They're like a second reaction to it. Again, you're a demon, but we don't know how strong you actually are, other than that power to create things. So we're gonna have to put you in E. Alright, so next we have Cha-Cha, your V-Mom. Now, I wasn't actually expecting this to go crazy, but she is actually, or she used to be in multiple criminal organizations, and she's killed people before. Yeah, she is, you know, she's proficient with guns, and in one of her lore videos, she does tank a building level explosion. So, I think if anything, I'm gonna put her over here. Again, she's a normal human, but she's proved feats. Proven to me that she has feats and is capable of doing other things. So, yeah, like, yeah, he has the magical powers, but she's actually proven herself of, like, some abilities, you know? Now, next, we have everybody's favorite goblin, Chibidoki. Now, her old lore was that she was a commander or a general in like a dragon army, so she's trying to get back to her dragon realm. But then since her new model debut, she's a magical girl now or whatever, and she lives in the computer. She also has a scythe thing, and the horns on her head are actually tumors. So yeah, but can't exactly scale you because now you're in a computer. If you were still the dragon like person, I would probably put you like up here because it says something about like conquering nations, things like that. But yeah, since you just live in my computer, it also says that she knows everybody's browsing history, so that's a little concerning. I think I'm gonna have to leave her here for that exact reason. Yeah, because you can't really do any... Wait, what the fuck? Ah! Ah! So next up, we have Kokui. Kokui, I believe. That's how you say that. Kokui is a delinquent fox girl. And she's in a gang. And they live in the sewer. Again, we don't know exactly what they've done. I think I tried to look around. I couldn't find like a lore video and things like that. I saw her, like, she did one of the music things, like where they sing to questions, which a couple of YouTubers have done in the past when I'm researching this stuff. But there wasn't any like story animations or anything particular like that. So yeah, just because of that, I'm gonna have to put you down here, because again, other than being a frog, I don't think you have any other powers other than just like punching people and stuff like that, or hitting them with bats. And this is still a demon. Next up, we have Crydia, or Crydia. You know, she's a vampire wolf. I think she said a Valve. That's what she calls him now. She comes from the void, and she could eat anything, like literally anything. She could eat emotions and like money. And so like I feel like that's pretty good. That's a pretty good feat. And she has an ankle monitor, so she's constantly monitored by the UK police, because I think she said that she was British, or she lives in the UK. I think because of the fact that she could, well, she would still have to be able to I guess grab it, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, she could eat us, but she would have to come toward us. So I don't know how fast she is, I don't know how strong she is. She seems like just like a normal person. It's just that she can eat anything. And also, I will bump her up a little bit. Like, I think I'll put her in D, but like low D, just because vampires are pretty strong. You know, they're undead, things like that. And yeah, I feel like that's a good spot right there. Next up, we have Sayu. That's like my name. Sayu is a cyborg. He has a little robot named B that could turn into many useful tools, but B is normally his microphone, but like if he needs a controller or anything like that, he'll turn into it. There's an evil side of him. I think that's what he currently is now, or at least that's just the true him, which is Sayuno, I think. And he has the possibility to wipe out all life on Earth, which is why in his lore video, he wakes up in like a room in a pod, and the person who quote unquote made him or whatever is like holding him, is just like, yeah, you know, like chill in this room, have fun, learn about the world. But that's because he has the potential to, if he were to just be unleashed, he could possibly wipe out all life on Earth. So yeah, I would say that that's a pretty good feat. I believe just for that, I would put you right here. That's at least, I don't know your AP. I don't know if that means that you would go up to each person and like kill them, you know? I don't know how fast you are. I still think that this is a good spot. You have the potential to kill everybody on Earth, and I feel like that should be right here in this area. Next up, we got Daff. Now, I couldn't find any lore for Daff. She's actually like a real girl, mostly, or at least when you look at her Twitter and stuff like that, she posts a lot of her actual self. There's nothing about like what she is. Like, I don't know if she's a succubus or like a demon or a kitsune or anything like that. So I'm just gonna have to put you down here. You got no feats, dog. Or your feats. Show me your feats. Next up, we got Dumb Dog. Now, I also couldn't find any lore for Dumb Dog. In fact, normally while I was doing research, a lot of his streams were like, I had like actual webcam with him in it. So I don't know if he still uses this persona, but he was there, and there was a couple of things, or there was a couple of videos where he had the little like PNG thing that lights up. I decided to include him because that's something actually there. I'm gonna have to put you an F just because you got no feats. Again, show me your feats and you might go up. So next up, we got Ellie, or L-E-N. I think that just sounds for English, but we got another crime person here. So Ellie is a crime boss. She could probably use guns proficiently. She has over 500 felonies. She doesn't like violence though, for some reason. Even though in the lore video, like she's fucking shooting guns, naming guns, stuff like that. She could fix cars. She works out, and you know, like I said, she's performed armed robbery. I think I'm gonna actually have to put you right here, underneath Cha-Cha V-Mob, because see, Cha-Cha never got caught, but Ellie got taken to prison during the civic standard job. She got arrested. She got taken out of prison though, like she got rescued, but or I guess I should say she got broken out of prison. But yeah, you know, she got caught, and Cha-Cha never got caught, so that probably means something. Next up, we got Fallside. Now, Fallside is a android robot. Like, he's got two forms. He's got the android form that looks like a human, and then the robot one, which is the original one. I don't know if he still uses that model, but his videos are primarily like VTuber news and like other internet news and stuff like that. So you got no feats. I'm sorry if like there's that maybe I missed in between all your uploads and stuff like that, but yeah, I'm also gonna have to put you down here. Maybe I'll put you right here. I don't know if a robot, well actually you two are not real. You're an alien. I think robots be aliens. Okay. Yeah, okay, there we go. I like where that's at. Next up, we got Fifi or Fefe. I don't know. Anyway, Fifi's a punk girl. I think she's literally just a normal girl. She's horny though, so I'm probably gonna have to put you right here. Again, you got no feats. You're just a punk girl. At least her, she's in a gang. She's done stuff. I don't know what you've done. Next up, we got Fillion. So Fillion is a VTuber in training, whatever that means. She's not even a real VTuber. She dances. She's healthy and she could backflip. Now, those are feats, you know. Those are in fact feats. I think, because I don't think you have any special powers other than being like a strong human. So I might have to put you here. Actually, I think that works, yeah. Or, yeah, okay. I think I figured out how I'm gonna structure this. So this is like featless, like you got no feet, and this is gonna be like you have some showing, but you know, if you're most likely a normal human or of that caliber, then you are gonna end up here, and then everything else is, you know, we'll get to later. But yeah, that's where Fillion's gonna go. Next up, we got Fox Plushie. Now, Fox Plushie has graduated, so I don't think she makes videos anymore with the Fox Plushie avatar. But she's a kitsune, and she helps souls. Like she tends souls until they are ready to move on to the afterlife. And I believe in her debut, she had like a Q&A with a bunch of pictures, or with a bunch of questions, and somebody asked a power scaling question, which I thought was pretty cool. She asked, what is your bite strength, you know, leveled in PSI? She could bite through plastic. And I mean, can I bite through plastic? Hold on. I guess not. But I also don't have fangs for teeth. So that I feel like that might be a little cheating. I think I'm gonna have to put you like right here, or maybe right here, because you are a kitsune. I believe you are Ninetales powered, so I don't know how strong you actually are, but again, you don't have a whole lot of feats, so I'll just go off of that. Next up is Hannah Hyrule. Now, Hannah Hyrule, or Captain Hannah, is an Oni, and when I was looking for stuff, that's all I could find. I don't know if, because she's a pirate captain, I don't know if she can like do cool things, like Oni sort of things, if she's stronger than an average human, but I will give her the benefit of the doubt. Just because you don't have feats, I'm just gonna put you like right here, because I think an Oni would be stronger than an alien. Or actually, you know what, I'll put you over here. I think you're stronger than a robot. Again, feats. Let me see him. Now, next up is I Keep It Taco. I thought it was kind of funny that they consider him a VTuber. I guess he is. I mean, he has a model that they use when he streams. Now, he is the look at that boy common meme, like the old one from 2016. Which is a frog. It's a frog on a unicycle. But yeah, the only feats I could say is he's been challenger for many seasons on League of Legends as Jhin. You know, Jin's his main. But I don't know if that translates to anything. I mean, if out of all the people who are in a computer, you're probably better than them. Again, I need feats, dog. Next up, we got, I think it's Kirsch. It's like a hard shh. She's a fox girl, but she's like feetless. I guess I'll put her with the other fox girl. There's gonna be a lot of fox girls on this list. I mean, I think we already have like 2. There's definitely more. Or we got probably 4. Again, you just don't have any feats or lore. Sorry. Now next is Coconuts. Now Coconuts actually does have lore, even though it was stated, like when I went on the wiki, she said that she doesn't really like lore, like she doesn't care about that stuff. But there's more things for her than like anybody else on the list so far, except for like maybe Cha-Cha and Ellie. They actually have quite a bit of lore. She is a monkey, and she has a robot arm and a big wrench thing, but they say that it could be a railgun. Again, it's not confirmed if it is. She fought in the Horror Wars, whatever that means, the Horror Wars, and she lost her arm. Like, that's why she has a robot arm. She lost her arm while fighting Shy Lily in the Horror Wars. I don't know if that's canon. I don't know if that just came from a random stream, but it was on the wiki, so I'm just gonna trust that. Because of that, I think she's like up here as like a, you know, a superhuman, probably stronger than a robot. I'll probably be able to move him around once I get like used to where I want people to be. Next up, we got Lord Aethelstein. So he has quite the interesting lore. When he died, like he used to be a normal human, but he got killed by somebody named Lord Traff. Don't spell Traff backwards. He got sent to hell because he did butt stuff. There's like a tournament in hell where it's a Tetris gaming tournament where whoever beats Satan at Tetris like gets to have a wish. Yeah, the other best person in hell was Vlad the Impaler. So he takes Lord Aethelstein to his mansion where basically a fucking Diddy party's happening, all in hell. And like tries to convince him to be like, hey man, like maybe you should throw a match and stuff like that, like let me win, dog. And he said no. So then he beat Vlad in Tetris while blind, or he didn't have sight, but like he was able to see without having vision and play the game. So that's a feat. When he was training, he would sit in lava, so that's heat resistance right there. He draws power from the blood of his enemies, which means that he has killed people before. And he is undying now because of the wish to Satan, where I think he specifically asked if he could go back and kill the guy who killed him, but because, you know, Satan and wishes, he kind of cursed him to be like immortal. So like now he's like a vampire demon thing, you know. And I'm gonna put you in B, just because, you know, you're pretty tough. You're pretty tough out there, man. Next up, we got Lucy Pyre. So Lucy Pyre is a demon. She was actually a lower level demon. She was like a maid for Lucifer. Again, I don't know if like Lord Aethelstein's Satan is compared to, or is Lucifer in Lucy's lore or anything like that. She has drank blood before. I don't know what that means, that she got something like that. And she famously eats McDonald's nuggets by peeling the skin off. So, you know, like, she'll get the nuggets, she'll do that. Now, I believe I am the only person I know who does this. So when I found that out, I was like, oh my god, there's more of us. I was pretty happy, low-key. But, yeah. I do have to rank you lower though, because again, you're a lower level demon. I believe you also said that you don't like violence. Like this, she says she doesn't like PvP games because, you know, she has to play against other people. So I think just for that, lower level demon, you're probably down here. So yeah, we might share the connection of eating chicken nuggets by peeling them off, but you're still pretty weak, bruh. Next up, we got Mari Mari. Now, Mari Mari is a fish. In her lore, there was more stuff of, like, she's family, a royal fish family. Like, she's a goldfish. And out of 200 kids, she became pretty popular choice for the next ruler. Like she's a high-level princess or high esteemed princess out of the 200 other family members in that line. But other than, you know, maybe getting moral standing, like, you got no feats and you're a fish, dog. I'm gonna have to put you down here. Next up, we got Meatscave. I think on the website it just says meat, but Meatscave is a cave woman. It's not sure if she's human or not. She says that she's human, but she is also like a goblin, I think. Like, even on her profile, he said like goblin, caveman, cave woman, and in the wiki it was like she says that she's a human, but she's clearly like a goblin or an orc or something like that. So she's from the past, and she's part of Kokui's gang. She's like the muscle. So I think I'm actually going to put her right here. Actually, maybe I'll put her like over here. Maybe she's not beating a low-level demon, but she's definitely beating these other guys. It's kind of funny. I put people very proficient with fucking guns over here. But again, like, E is just to be like human level or people who don't have feats. So that's why these demon level people are all down here, but they're up here because they've proven themselves. Okay, so don't get mad at me. That's just how my brain works, alright? I'm sorry. Next up, we got Meow Moonified. Or Meow Moony. She's a moon cat. I don't know what that means. I'm just gonna put you down here, next to the other alien. Next up is Milky Ways. So, Milky Ways is a deity from the Milky Way. She takes the form of a cow. She can grow to a size that could be measured in light years. It wasn't specific, it just said that it was measured in light years. And she was sent by the universe to remind humans that the Milky Way is pretty cool, you know, because people kind of stopped caring about space and stuff like that. So I think just because she's like a god basically, and she could create like a large version of herself, I think I'm gonna have to put her like up here. I don't know if she could destroy planets or things like that, but like if you're that huge, maybe. Like, I'd believe it. I wouldn't be against thinking that way. So next up, we got Mizu, which is another fox girl. And the only thing I have is that she's immortal. So she's going to go down here with all the other fox people. Again, you got no feats. So next up, we have Miyune. She's a girl from the moon. She plans on invading Earth, and she has a space gun. So I think I'm going to actually put her, like, down here. Just because these people all have, like, if she plans on invading the Earth, I'm sure, like, maybe it's not just I wouldn't say ignorance, but like, you know, she believes that she could, and she has a space gun. I don't know how strong a space gun is, but yeah, that's how she at least has something, you know. Unlike the other people where I kind of have to be like, I'm gonna have to move all these fucking things around. So next up is Momo. And now Momo is an alien cat, so we got another alien. That's all I could really find. I couldn't find like a debut or anything like that with information. But what I did find is that sometimes her nipples are green. Look, man, I've been doing a lot of research, bro. But just come on, man. Next up is Mujin. I think he's another person who does like, well, he's like a gacha YouTuber. But there wasn't any lore I could find of him. He just seems like a normal dude, and he has a dinosaur. I think because of the dinosaur, I'm gonna put you like, because again, he's just a normal dude. I'm gonna put you like right here. I think the dinosaur is probably, actually, it's a pretty small dinosaur. I'm gonna put you like right there. Next up is Murder Crumpet. Now, Murder Crumpet is a femboy, and he, remember this is he, or their pronouns are, you know, he, him, I believe. At least in the video, they all say he. He used to be a super evil demon lord and was defeated by an archangel. After the archangel defeated him, he turned him into a femboy and, you know, got rid of all his memory and stuff like that, and like dropped him on like a farm. So he was taking care of animals on a farm. So then they dropped like this alien spacecraft down, and the spacecraft kind of turns his body into whatever was nearby on the farm, which is why he has like giant tits, because there's a cow. And he has bat ears because there was a bat in like the cellar or whatever. That was also a joke from the archangel to be like, haha, you look like a big titty anime girl now, like that's kind of funny. So then the archangel pretended to like be like, hey, you're a superhero now, you gotta go defeat the demon king, so go destroy his castle. So she sent him to go destroy the castle, and then the castle, or he didn't do it, also helped him get the memories back. And then he was just kind of like, man, fuck this angel bitch, I'm just gonna fight her. So then he goes and he fights the angel. Also, he has like 2 cat waifus, that because when he went to go investigate the spacecraft, he brought the 2 cats with him, like they were just there, and they turned into cat waifus. And this is important, I swear, but it's because when they were fighting with the archangel, he actually almost lost, but then he used the power of friendship with the cat waifus to take out the archangel. I don't know if he's as strong as he used to be, but he did defeat the archangel that did beat him. It was with people, like he needed help, he needed the power of friendship. So I think just for the concept of being a demon lord, I'm gonna have to put you up here, because you did defeat an archangel. I don't know how strong that would be. Maybe like galaxy level, maybe universal. Next up we got Nero-sama. So Nero-sama is an AI, like she's a robot with that's AI. And like, I'm not saying like, because in the last video Melody's AI in the lore, you know what I mean? Like, she's actually an algorithm, AI algorithm that is not a real person. She acts like a normal girl though. She possibly has a robot body. I mean, in the music video for her newest song, she's like tied by like tubes and stuff like that, so maybe it's a robot body. But since she acts like a normal girl and I don't believe she has any like other durability and stuff like that, I'm just gonna put you possibly under all the cat people. Yeah, that works. Now next up is Nextaku. Now I couldn't find any actual lore about his VTuber character, but what I did find is like his clothes are inspired by other anime. Like the red shirt that he normally wears, or the red jacket that he normally wears, is inspired by what's his name from Fullmetal Alchemist, Edward Elric. He seems to be like some sort of ghoul or ghost, or even like hollow because of the mask. I don't know if he's a big fan of Bleach, but yeah, I think just because I don't know what he is, I'm gonna have to put him like, I feel like maybe he beats these lower level demons. Maybe that's bias, I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna put him right there. Now next up we have Nyanners. Now this is a big boy one because in the Bishoujo video I couldn't include her. However, her lore is very important to Bishoujo, like almost integral. So she is an again, since she left Bishoujo, I'm not sure if the lore is still canon, but I'm going to consider it like still canon because there's nothing else to go off of, or at least I didn't see anything that was post Bishoujo that I could use. So all this lore is from the Bishoujo. I'll just throw that out there. But yeah, I'm pretty sure all of this still like matters. So she is an eldritch being from the depths of space. You know, she's a spawn of Azathoth, like from the Lovecraft stuff, Azathoth. And she was sent through space to drain sanity from mankind and summon him on Earth. Now, when she arrived at Earth, she got into a fight with both Vebe and Haruka, where they sealed her away. Now, while she was being sealed away, she turned Vebe into a succubus, and erased her memories. But when she finally broke out, she became a streamer. Now, after some time, her power weakened, and that kind of brought her to go crazy. So she actually created the beacon for Azathoth, and Azathoth ended up coming to Earth and like drained the sanity out from every human on the Earth, and she kind of like cuts him off and takes the sanity for herself. And she's like, you know, Azathoth, why the fuck are we draining sanity? Like, what's going on? But then there's a guy who shoots an RPG, takes out the beacon, and that kind of cancels their connection. And she is now like a super powered version, which in the boss battle, it was called Nyarlathotep, which is based off of Nyarlathotep, I think. Even on the wiki, it says Nyarlathotep, so I'm pretty sure that's what they think it is. But I'm going to say Nyarlathotep. So while she's in the Nyarlathotep form, she has like an ultimate move, Roseo Felis Malus. I don't know if it could. It definitely like destroyed everything, because you can see in this little boss battle thing. But she has mentioned that she's devoured other worlds before, so that is probably a universal feat if you're, you know, you go to planets and you eat them like fucking M&Ms, you know. But this is something from the wiki. I tried to find a video for it. I tried to see if this was from like a stream or anything like that, but I'm just gonna go off of this from the wiki, this wiki post. It says that you know, Azathoth erased the universe because of what Nyanners did. While she was still like Nyarlathotep, she used her power to trap fragments of her own being in a time loop, creating crystal Cyberina. I think that's what the Jo crystal thing that she has on her. But that little crystal, you know, allows like multiple Neanders clones to like live in peace and stuff like that. There's a bunch of like Neanders clones, like even the fucking detergent cat fucking clone, and her original model and stuff like that. Those are all just clones, you know. They're just different entities of the same entity, if that makes sense. But Nyarlathotep allowed Neanders to kill her, which it had the energy to both destroy Azathoth and create a new Big Bang. Now, I'm pretty sure that in itself, to create another Big Bang, is, you know, universal, if not low multiversal, because of the whole like ability to also make clones that are all through like different dimensions and stuff like that. But I think just because I don't have any evidence of that actually being a multiversal feat, I will say that it is definitely universal, because you know, he wiped out the fucking universe and then she made it again. And yeah, she actually has no memory of this, and this was at like the strongest point, like form, able to do this. So like she can't do this casually. This is not a casual feat. However, this is a universal feat that this did happen in canon. I think just because of that, I'm going to put you in S. So if all the Bishoujo stuff is still canon to her now that she's like an indie YouTuber, or at least in Mythic, I'm gonna have to put her up there. Next up, we have OK Code. So OK Code, I couldn't find lore, but they seem like a normal person, and they got a little panda person. So yeah, I'm gonna have to put you actually like down here, just because you got no lore. Jesus Christ. There's still so many VTubers to go. Next up, we got Olivia Monroe. Olivia Monroe is ballerina. That's all I could find. It's probably better than the fish. And up here. Yeah. So maybe like that. Okay. Next up is Pint. So Pint is a fire mage. Now, they're like a Final Fantasy 14 streamer, and I think they normally use their like Final Fantasy 14 character. I don't know any like actual scaling for Final Fantasy 14, so I'm just gonna assume that it gets pretty crazy, and I'm gonna put her up here, definitely over the other humans with feats and stuff like that. You know, I feel like people won't get mad at me if I put him right here. Next up is Rima Evenstar. Now she's a horse. Even though from where she is, foxes are called horses are called foxes, so that's why she's a fox. But she was sent to Earth to conquer it, so I'm gonna assume that she is sort of powerful. So maybe I'll put her like here with the other conqueror people. Maybe I'll be serious. Put these people up here just because the other ones are normal humans. Like, these are normal humans, but these are all super powered beings. Yeah, that seems good. I think I'll do that. Next up is Siren. I couldn't find the lore to her. I think there's a video out there, but like I couldn't fucking find it. Her character has gadgets, so I think she's like well, in her thing she said that she's a neat, you know, hikikomori, and like she builds shit. And I think from like the little teaser that there was gonna be a lore video, like she takes out a dragon, or at least it's supposed to be like she took out a dragon, so she shoots it with the missile, and that missile takes out the dragon. I don't know how strong this dragon is, but it's still a dragon. So I think I'm going to have to put you right here, just from that alone, with your own abilities, you know. Next up is Sarui. So Sarui is from another timeline, or she was created from an artificial embryo, specifically made for combat. So she's been trained her whole life in combat to be a soldier. She is cybernetically augmented. You know, she has robot arms and robot legs. Her body is also, I believe, mechanical, even though like she's still human. It's more like she's a cyborg, you know. and she has accelerated learning due to a neurochip in her brain. She's a bounty hunter, and she used to be a corporal in the New Horizon Army. She now fights the New Horizon Army, because the reason why she's here and she's doing all the VTuber stuff is because they tried to send her back in time to destroy the terrorist organization that's trying to take down their government. Because she used to be part of the government's army. And it's kind of like Terminator, you know, like she sent him back to get Sarah Connors. It's kind of like that. She got sent to our timeline because the terrorist organization kind of fucked with them. Or the resistance, I guess that's what I should say. The resistance kind of fucked with the teleportation, or the time machine, and that's why she's here. So there is a feat where she's getting shot at and the bullets do not affect her. Like, they literally ricochet off, which is why I say that she's a cyborg, and also why I say that she's over a normal human. So I believe, because of that, I'm actually going to put you... She also has speed feats. Like, actually, she's the only one. Like I think she does dodge a bullet. Even though she doesn't have to get shot, she can dodge bullets. So I'm going to put her actually, like, top of the class. I don't know if she would fare against a magic user or, like, a higher level demon or anything like that. But, like, this is peak human to where it's technically not even human anymore. So, yeah. Next up, we got Sent. Now, on his YouTuber bio, it says that he's an Ice Demon King. Although technically he's like his human version again. It's just that his human version is empowered from like the little ice guys that he hangs around. Because there was a time where his body got taken over by the demon, like his demon, and he destroyed a city. And he was trying to get rid of it, so he went to Fruit for help. And Fruit was like, hey, fight your demon and you get to keep your body, you know? So he gets empowered by the little guys, and I think he's just technically a human. He's just like he's just got magical powers now, and he's like their king. I don't know if it's Ice Demon. I mean, he's saying that he is, so yeah. But like I said, the demon destroyed a city, and it even made a huge crater when they were fighting. And he could create like large building sizes of like ice. Like for an ice attack. So I think, yeah, he's pretty strong. I'm going to put him above there. Actually, maybe right here. That does sound good. Again, he did defeat a demon. Next up, we have Shy Lily. So Shy Lily is a orca cat hybrid. However, in the lore, she was a normal girl. And then, like, you got these scientists that came around that were trying to, like, find a god thing, an old orca god. And while they're lasering these ice caps, the town nearby gets flooded. So then Lily's in the water, like, oh no, I'm gonna die. And the orca god, like, gives her powers. She has god powers now. She can control shrimp. I don't know if she could control the water. There's a scene where she's riding on top of a wave. I don't know if that wave is natural or if she made the wave, but I'm just gonna say that she's riding the wave. She could, you know, swim while breathing underwater. She did sink a ship with the shrimp, so I think that's at least like a building level feat. Cold weather doesn't affect her, and like I said from Coco Cat, if that is a canon thing, she did take her arm. Now we got Coco Cat right here, so I'm gonna have to put her above Coco Cat. And yeah, next up is Silverveil. Now Silverveil used to like chill with Bebe a lot and stuff like that. In the Vshoujo lore, she's the daughter of a nature goddess, so she herself is also a goddess. She has magical powers, and I don't think there's like a feat of her actually like using them, other than showing like Bebe her past through like illusions and stuff like that, or trying to awaken her memories. She shows up when Snuffy's kind of like, what the fuck are you doing, Bebe? and she runs off, you know. So I feel like that itself is a feat, because Snuffy is like the god of death and decay, I think, technically. So yeah, I feel like you got to be a little strong to scare off death, and that's all I really have to go with, other than, you know, she chills with people like Bebe and Yanners, and she's not scared. So I think that she's like a pretty strong person. Definitely, I would say planetary to maybe. And this is me just chatting shit. I got nothing to back this up, but I would just say like maybe planetary to possibly like star. You know, levels of power. Next up, we got Squoo-chan. I think that's how you say that. I've heard there's like an actual name. I'll put it up on screen. But she's from another planet. They're like cat people. But she like freed this goop thing that she calls L, and like L can help her, or like, well, L helps her like breathe out in space without oxygen. And like L has destroyed planets before, like he's taken over planets and things like that. And there is a skin where it's her and L like combined, like kind of symbiotic, like the symbiotes. So I think that she would probably have the capability to destroy a planet. So just because of that, I'm gonna have to put her like up here. Now next up we got Vebe, or I guess just Vei now, which is what she goes by. But this is all the shoujo lore. Again, if none of this matters anymore, especially because she changed her model now to where she looks like the succubus. She doesn't look like the sky god anymore. Then just disregard this. I'll think of like someone else. But from what I know and from what I learned, that is what I'm going to be talking about and what I'm going to be scaling. So because, you know, she is the sky god, she defeated Yanners with Haruka. She was turned into the succubus by Yanners. You know, she got her memories back. She has the feat where she split the sky. She was flooding the world with excessive rain while her memories were kind of like attacking her while she was still the succubus. She does get beat by malware, but like I'm not sure if like she wasn't full power, and I'm pretty sure she used full power against Yanners. So I think a full powered Vebe is like here. Like I don't think she's beating. You know, maybe like that. Again, she needed help to fight Yanners, and the whole continental feat where she split the sky. I really do like that. Again, if none of this is canon now because she's the succubus again, disregard this. But this is her best showing. Next up, we got Vienna. Now, Vienna is a cosmic dragon. On Twitter, it did say that she could destroy galaxies, and she's from the constellation Draco. I think, just for the galaxy feat, she is up here. I don't know how strong a demon lord is. But, yeah. Somebody that is a galaxy, and somebody who can destroy galaxies, I'm gonna put him over that. I would like to see that fight. It sounds pretty hype. Next up, we got Wolfie Chu. Now she's I think she's an ice wolf. She's not the smartest ice wolf, but she is artistic. Now she kind of lives her life as a normal girl, so I think I'm gonna put her with the normal girl people, like the robot. She's not like super powered or anything like that. Next up, we got X-Slice. Now, X-Slice, I actually couldn't find any lore, but he does look like a Yakuza kind of person. So I think, again, you got nothing to really like go off of. I think I'm gonna put you like below you. I think that works. That's fine, right? You know, nobody's gonna get mad with that. And then last but not least, we got Yoklesh, or I think it's Akumi. That's the other name. Yeah, Akumi. She's an Oni. She fought many wars while in the Oni form. I don't know if she could still go to the Oni form, because since she like almost died and another god kind of sent her to Earth with like a humanoid body to like save her, because she felt like, you know, this life should continue. Like this is a good one. This is a good one right here, boys. And yeah. I think I'm gonna have to put you below the other Oni. Oh, you know what? Actually, because you got feats of... I don't know if you could go back into the form, though. But if we are going off of best showing, then I probably do have to put you here. Now, I'm going to move people around based on what I think they should actually be. Okay, I think I moved everybody to where I want them to be. So, like, I moved all these people down. Yes, I know. I really hyped up Cha-Cha and, like, Ellie. But I think I lowered them to, like, human. So this is all, like, human-esque. And then we got aliens. Which, again, I know that they're technically fitness. Maybe they're stronger than normal people. What the fuck? Okay, sorry. We got the aliens with no feats. And then we got this low-level demon. Then the kitsunes with no feats. Maybe I should put you above the kitsunes. Then we got this really powerful robot. Or stronger robot, to these more stronger demons, to this supernatural creature, to like people with powers. This is just an alien that has the capability to probably take over the world, or at least has a good chance to people who actually have showings. Again, the strongest human here, technically, like she's a cyborg, but she is still human with cybernetics. To people with like crazy magic powers. I think I'm gonna put you up here though, because she has powers of a god. To like, these are god, high level demon kind of things. To these are crazy level gods. To can destroy the universe. You know, so I think that's a pretty good overall good thing, or I think that this is a good overall list of everything that we can see. And yeah, you know, again, these people down here, because they just don't have feats, like I can't help you. Actually, punk girl, maybe above normal girl. Yeah, you know what, I think that works. These are all people who literally have nothing to go off of, and then these are all like humans to people with powers. Stronger people with powers, god, lower level gods, higher level gods, and then just universe destroying. So yeah, I think that in itself is a good end to the video. If you're mad in the comments, let me know. I always like to see people upset. And yeah, share this video with your friends so that way they could also get mad at me. Or even with the VTubers, because I think that would be pretty fun for them to see what I'm cooking up here. I don't know if that's fucking gross to say, but yeah, I think I'll end it right here. So yeah, check out my other videos. There's 2 other ones in the powerscaling VTubers. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.